3 years ago, a man bought what he believed to be a poodle, and it turned out to be a ferret in Argentina, which is disappointing that this type of fraud would go on in my home country. We've talked about fish fraud in restaurants, people ordering what they think is one type of fish. It's really another type of fish. We've talked about coffee fraud, artisanal coffee being marketed as one thing when it is actually something else. And indeed, we had this story 3 years ago on the show where a man thought he was buying a poodle, and it was a white ferret. And it was a news report which caught the attention. It became a viral story. I remember you were all up in arms about it, Lewis. And it was an ad for toy poodles, which were actually essentially giant weasels. And they were what in Argentina is called a Brazilian rat, a ferret which was given steroids at birth to make it really big, and then sort of groomed to look like it could be a dog, as crazy as it sounds. And they were being sold at $150 per so-called poodle. Quite a racket that they ran. Still one of those weird and funny stories that we talked about.
I just want to know who that sucker is who actually thinks that it's a poodle.
Well, it happened to more than one person, because after the story went viral, another woman came forward and said, "Oh, I thought it was a Chihuahua. There was another ferret which had been groomed to look like a Chihuahua, and I don't know how you do that. Apparently, it's a medical miracle that took place. But yes, so a number of people were scammed here.
We're probably just dealing with some really dumb people, and you know what? It's not a big deal. $150, a ferret. A ferret can be a very charming and fun pet.
Really? I don't know that much about them.
They're very smart. Yeah.
What can they do? Like, could they do basic math or algebra?
You could probably contract one to get you to the moon.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where if you put 1,000 typewriters in a room with 1,000 ferrets, before you know it, they'll write,
the Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a story related to dogs in Argentina, I'm reminded of the incredible dog dropping problem that plagues the city streets of Buenos Aires. I often describe Buenos Aires, which is where I was born. I love it. One of my favorite places to visit. I describe it as Paris if you were to sort of let it become run down over 15 years in terms of sort of broken sidewalks and spray paint and that type of thing, and let tens of thousands of stray dogs around to use the city as their toilet. But that's sort of, it's a joke because it is a really charming place, and I love going there. But yeah, it is like Paris with a lot of dog droppings.
There are a ton of dog droppings on sidewalks here in Boston too.
I haven't experienced that.
What are you talking about? Right in South Boston, everywhere. People
Really?
let their dogs crap on the sidewalk. Yeah.
I've never noticed that. I mean, yeah, my apartment is smelling really odd lately, but I've not noticed any dog dropping.
You can even see people step in it, of course, and you can see kind of skid marks and there's crap everywhere.
Wow. Well, I've not noticed that, but I will certainly pay closer attention.
I'll make sure to point that out to you next time we're on the street.
By all means. All right, we will take a break. I'm on Facebook. We're all on Facebook together at facebook.com/David Pakman Show.